Welcome to the Sterling Healthcare Resourcing channel, where I help doctors get permanent and locum work in Australian hospitals. In this channel, I share how you can maximize your career progression and earning potential as a doctor in Australia, and skip common mistakes that can cost you a lot of time, money, and lost opportunities. In this episode, I will try and answer the following question. What kind of job an IMG can get in Australia after passing the AMC exams and working 1 year under supervision? When I first read this question, I immediately asked myself, where did this doctor work the 1 year under supervision? If the 1 year is in an Australian facility, may have an effect on your application due to your registration eligibility. Regardless where the 1 year experience is from, the short answer to this question is any junior position or what's known as non-specialist positions that you feel it's suitable to your experience. The real question is, are you able to compete for a job with your registration eligibility? Even though you can be registered through limited or provisional registration under the rules of APRA, this doesn't mean you can apply for every suitable job out there. That's because employers will prefer the applicant to hold general registration. Each department will have limited supervision capacity for applicants that require limited or provisional registration, because a supervisor or maybe two will be required to be attached to the registration. Let's go into more details. The AMC exams mostly apply to IMG doctors whose primary degree is from a non-comparable health system via the standard pathway and are looking for a non-specialist role. The AMC exams consist of two parts. Part 1 is the multiple choice questionnaire, commonly known as the AMC MCQ. Part 2 is a structured clinical assessment, often referred to as the AMC clinical exam. Part 2 of the exam can be replaced by workplace-based assessment, commonly known as WBA for short. However, getting a spot for WBA may be challenging because there are limited number of spots available with specific number of hospitals throughout Australia. Successfully completing AMC Part 1, Part 2, and working 1 year or more under supervision in Australia, meeting APRA's requirement for general registration. Typically from here, your supervisor will recommend you for general registration with a medical board. General registration without any conditions will allow you to work anywhere without the need for supervision attached to your registration. This means you're eligible for any locum or permanent positions throughout the country that aligns with your experience. In summary, to obtain general registration under the standard pathway, you'll need to successfully complete AMC MCQ, which is the AMC Part 1, the clinical assessment, which is the AMC Part 2, or workplace-based assessment, and meet the work requirement put forth by APRA. This is generally 1 to 2 years under supervision, rotating through a few specialties. If you have passed one or both of the AMC exams and your work experience is outside Australia, then you would be eligible for limited registration or provisional registration. Having only AMC Part 1 means you're eligible for limited registration. Having completed AMC Part 1 and 2 means you're eligible for provisional registration. The type of roles you'll be applying to will be similar, which are the non-specialist roles that aligns with your clinical experience. However, most employers will prefer doctors holding general registration. When you're searching for a job, my suggestion is to cast a wide net and see who offers you an interview. Apply for a role that's more junior than your current level. Apply further out in other areas than you would normally consider, and consider other specialties outside your focus that you're comfortable with. During this application stage, you want to see which location will offer you an interview, which will allow you to make a selection from there. If you only apply to specific locations near your home, your application may face stiff competition at that time, especially at a major tertiary center. The employer may very well receive a rich pool of applicants, giving them a lot of options. In most cases, employers will tend to go for doctors holding general registration without any conditions. All the best with this process, and be sure to contact me if you need further assistance. If you have questions about finding work in Australia, leave me a comment below. You're welcome to book in a free consultation with myself by clicking the link below or visit sterlingresourcing.com. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends and colleagues. If you're on a podcast, leave me a review to help this show reach and help more doctors. Thank you for tuning in. Hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you next time.